What's up YouTube, it's your boy Mike here from PeoplesChoiceGaming, and today I'm going to do a breakdown of Damage 2.0 in patch 11.5. And for those of you that already seen the video I put up that I had to take down, everything was like on point for Corpus and Grenier, but I didn't really go into Infested much since they're not really around anymore. But honestly, they changed some things after I already looked at them, and I needed to give you guys a little better of an update. Especially since some people still do Infested enough that they can get confused. So I need to get across about just everything with Infested. And to make the video not too long, I figured out the best way to do this is 3 parts. So I will do this video for Infested, Corpus, and Grenier. And this one is going to be for Infested. Alright, now this is basically what they're doing with Infested now. And it is weird, trust me. It's strange. I don't like it. I think Grenier and Corpus, they're pretty on point, I guess. I'm cool with that. Infested, I mean, I understand maybe, making the Ancients somewhat different, but, the whole taking armor away from Ancients and making all of them health, that's what they were trying to go with. And now they're trying to, go back against that because they don't want an element being good against all of them. They want to they want Ancients to be so much tougher again. I mean, that's basically what they're driving at, and you'll see what I mean here. But basically, your Infested, I'll show you here, are your Chargers and your Leapers. Your Flesh are all the little guys. Crawlers, Electric Crawlers, Lobber Crawlers, whatever those are. Nauseous Crawlers, Runners, and Toxic Crawlers. All of those guys are so easy to kill. So, I mean, you really don't have to worry about them. Fossilized are your Poison Ancients and your Disruptors. So, Ancient Disruptor and Toxic Ancient. And Sinew, this is so goofy. Come on, why not at least leave healers with Fossilized? They're really getting a little too goofy here. Sinew are Ancient healers. Now, let's look at Sinew first. If you were to spec to do the best damage against Ancient healers, here's your problem. It's Radiation, doing plus 50% against Ancient healers. But then, you're going to do negative 75% against Disruptors and Poisons, and negative 50% against Infested, which are Leapers and Chargers, which make up, what, 80% of all Infested on a map? So Radiation would just be downright terrible. So you're not going to be speccing for Ancient healers in any way, except, whatever punctures on your weapon will help out a little bit. We'll do a little bit extra damage. I mean, nothing that's going to matter. Now, this is the easiest way I think you should go about facing Infested. And usually I'll say this is best and that's best because I test it and it just is. With Infested, this is going to be more of my opinion, I guess. And you can agree or disagree, but I'm giving you this info to take it as you want. Okay, so if you use Gas, which was the best, it did 75% bonus against all Infested. Well, now it does 75% bonus against Chargers and Leapers, which is awesome because that's mainly all the Infested you run into, and then 50% bonus, which is still fine, against all the little guys. However, you get no bonus for healers, the poison guys, or the Disruptors. Now that's pretty strong right there. That's pretty strong. But here's the thing. Here's the way you got to look at it. When you're doing the tougher enemies, that's when you really need to worry about damage, not when you're doing weak enemies, because if they're easy to kill, it really don't matter what you're using. It's all about tougher enemies, right? So, when you're going up against level, 70 to 100 healers, Disruptors, and, well, especially Disruptors and the Poison Ancients, because they're the ones that'll really mess you up, and you want to get them killed quickly, and they're really tough to kill, that's when you got a problem. That's when you really want to maximize your damage. And Gas gives you no bonus, but Corrosive gives you a nice 75% bonus against Disruptors and the Poison Ancients. And the light guys in the flesh category, I'm just going to count them out. They're so easy all the way up to level freaking like 300. You don't even need to worry about them. Now the chargers and the leapers, like pretty much the chargers, they're a little bit tougher. And you do get swarmed by chargers, and they get pretty strong at high levels, like somewhere, over 100. So we should think about them. But how can we do decent? Like, how can we get an edge, basically, against the chargers and the leapers, but still do amazing against the disruptors and the poison agents, considering they're the biggest problem in high-level defense and survival, because they're way harder to kill, and they really give you the most run for your money. They'll really mess you up. Well, you could do this. You could go with corrosive by doing an electric mod and a toxin mod to giving you corrosive, giving you a plus 75% bonus against your disruptors and your poison agents. And then you could just put on a full hellfire, giving you plus 25% bonus against the chargers and the leapers, which I think that's a great all-around way to go about it. And you still get a 50% bonus against the little guys, which that really doesn't matter one way or the other because they're just so easy to kill. So this is what I would suggest doing. Now, you could also just do... Now, the thing is, though, is on some crit weapons, like, the Synapse or the Soma, you're going to find your best damage build usually being, 2 elemental mods. And then you got to get your crit on there, your serration, split chamber, heavy caliber, and everything. You're not really going to have room for another elemental mod. So you could go about just using corrosive and not using the heat, because honestly the heat is only a plus 25% bonus. But that's really going to be up to you with what you want to do. The best way I can put it is you are going to get a great build, a great all-around build by using corrosive and one full hellfire. And I would highly suggest doing this. And even if you didn't put a full heat on, you better put corrosive on, because when you're doing really high level infested, it's not going to be the chargers that you're going to have trouble with and that are going to eat your ammo away. It's going to be the ancients, the poison ones, the disruptors, the healers. Biggest problem is the disruptors and the poison agents. So I would highly suggest putting corrosive on against infested, and I'm pretty sure you can understand why from what I've explained. That's the best way I can explain infested at the moment. I think it's goofier than all hell, and I'm waiting for a change. I think they did a pretty good job with Corpus and Grenier. Even though they're changing stuff too much, I'm cool with Corpus and Grenier. Infested, pretty goofy. And you know what? I want to hear your opinion on it. I want to know what you guys think about it. So in the comments section below, let me know what you think you would want to use and what you think's better. And trust me, if you go against what I think, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you're not, ignorant about it. As long as, you're, just leaving a normal comment, and you're not trying to hate on anybody. YouTube is all about, people expressing their opinions. It's totally fine. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on it. And I would also like to know what you guys think about Damage 2.0 at the current state for Infested, because my personal opinion, it's a little wonky for Infested, and I would just like to know what you guys think. Just to add a little more fun, for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the Corpus and the Grenier version. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.